on some switches unable to get metrics like CPU temperature in Zabbix 5.0. So how can I get these metrics on switches? Yes, this is very much possible. We can help you to get this configured properly so that you will get these parameters and can be monitored from the Zabbix dashboard. Yeah. So should we want to take the next question?
Yep. This is from Rajiv. And how do we achieve HA for Zabbix? Yep, Rajiv, Zabbix has got an HA. So you just need to have another server. So normally what happens is whenever you have a single server for monitoring, right? So you have another server that acts as a standby to it. So basically that works as an HA for you. Hope that that gives you the answer for the query that you put up.
I may add additional comment from Zabbix, right? With a version of Zabbix 6.0, Zabbix will come with a, let's say, out-of-the-box HA for Zabbix server, not for the database, but for the Zabbix server in particular. So again, this process will become much easier within, let's say, 2 months from now.
No.
So we have an anonymous attendee asking, is it free? Yep, the software is completely free. So you can just download it from zabbix.com and you can just download and you can start using it.
The only thing is, I mean, as far as the software support service is concerned, now there is a fee for if you want to get a further support for the software. Otherwise, as Shibu mentioned, the software is completely free. You can just download it, configure yourself, and start working on that. The next question is from Leonard. Can we customize dashboards? Yes, that's one of the main feature of the Zabbix as a solution. Its dashboards are really good, and it is customizable. And if you put a little more effort, of course, you can, it can be used in multiple various ways, which will give you good input for your IT team and to take further for your troubleshooting. It can help you big time.
Yeah, comment maybe from my side, and to addition to what Joby is saying, yes, is that in Zabbix dashboards, they can be public, they can be private. So you can create whatever number of, and the number of dashboards is not limited. So it's only your time and your fantasy, right? But you can create maybe, I'm not sure, 10 dashboards that are only, let's say, available for yourself. And then maybe the next dashboard you create and you say, okay, I want to share it with the whole team. And then you just make it public and you assign the team members that can access this dashboard. So it's pretty flexible.
George,
yeah.
Yep.
You go ahead.
Provide services. Yes, Georgie, we do provide services. So our Edge services is specifically meant for giving out such support to our customers who are already using Zabbix. So the reason we came out with ASPL Edge is because of the same reason. Because we have got many customers who just download the software and they've started using it and they are not able to use it to the full extent of what Zabbix as a solution gives you. So we can reach us out. We are always there to support you. So fine-tuning and troubleshooting is something which is our core expertise itself. So we are, you can just drop in an email to us and we should get in touch with you and have your problems resolved. So you can always bank on us for it. Shoaib, what is the level?
I think the next one is, yeah, go ahead.
Yep, Shoaib, when you talk about visibility of reporting, you can drill down to a report wherein you can go and have your memory utilizations checked for last couple of days or couple of weeks as well. So if your question is meaning or it meant about how far or what is the visibility that I get, yes, when you talk about a host, you can drill down to the memory level and you can take a report out for last week or for last couple of months as well. configuration, how to generate usage metric reports from Zabbix for particular host or host groups. Only can generate problem reports only. Mr. Murugeshan, I think you can get in touch with us, and our team can help you out with this. So it's just a matter of configuring the right reports that you're using at this point of time. So it would be basically a template or a dashboard issue that is being put up. So you can just drop in an email to us, and we'll get back to you on this, and we'll be able to help you on that. So Rajiv has got another question which asks about Zabbix is an agent-based solution. Zabbix, Rajiv, it can be either way. You can have it as an agent-based as well as a non-agent-based solution as well. Mr. Ravi has got a query for Windows. Has Zabbix agents to get information from Windows client? Is there any other tool to get information from switches except SNMP and Zabbix 5? Mr. Ravi, I think I'll just get back to you on this. I'll just get in touch with my Zabbix core team, and then we should be, that should not be a challenge, but then we can get back to you on this, yeah?
I'm not sure if I understood correctly for the Windows for Zabbix Agent. Then the Zabbix Agent is available for almost all operating systems,
Yes.
including Windows, for the all versions. Starting, I'm not sure about version Windows 3.2, right? But I think version 95
Yes.
and up, it's all covered by
All
Zabbix.
covered.
Zabbix has also have a special DLL for Windows. If for any reason you are unable to install Zabbix there and you want to collect some very specific information, you can do it through a specific Windows DLL that is developed by us. And you can always use a Zabbix sender. So if you want to send information from the device directly into Zabbix without using Agent, it's also possible.
So the next question is with Anusha Singh. Could you throw some light on key benefits of being locally available for enterprises in the Middle East? Yes, that is one of the most important thing, or probably one of the most important value which we bring to the table for our customers in the Middle East. We are locally present there, so all your support services, product related, implementation services, or all support services, you can reach to us. We will be able to help you. Be directly in touch with the Zabbix team to get further support from them. Whatever is required, your key issues can be resolved and taken further, and we can build a good solution as a monitoring platform. We can build a good solution for you.
Satish, can you share some details on the administrative services you presented? Yep, Satish. So when it comes to administrative solutions, what we do is, as services, we give you troubleshooting for your applications and your proxy servers. We do a regular configuration backup for your server. And we help you out when creating templates. If you have any issues with your host, configuring parameters, we help you out in fine-tuning your alerts as well, and for the thresholds that are being put up. And if you face any issues with user account creation, permissions, if you have issues with LDAP integrations, now come down to a point wherein you feel like your dashboards are not getting fixed properly, I think we do that as well. Now, a couple of other services that come in is we always take care of your system or your environment by putting up best practices on it. And we do a complete performance tuning so that you utilize the complete features and you use your fullest the services that Zabbix can provide you. So that's where our core services of ASPL Edge comes into picture. Leo, can we create a secure user? Yes, Leo, we can create secure users. You can have multiple user accounts being created, wherein you can have a admin user, you can have a normal user account. So it depends on the level of security that you want to put up within the tool. So there are multiple levels of security wherein you can have multiple stages of user accounts also being given with specific roles to them.
Shivu, I think there is a question from Mr. Bernard on HA.
I missed it out.
Yeah, it is. I think it's
But okay, sorry, I missed it out. For HA requirement, is it only passive?
Active passive.
Yeah, but it's active passive. That's right.
There was one question earlier. I'm not sure if this was answered. That is on the visibility in terms of reporting.
Yep. I'd given the answer for it, Murli. So yeah, the reporting is available, wherein you can get into a stage wherein you can have reports taken out for a specific host, for a specific memory, for the number of days that you want. So reporting can be taken care of at any extent. So you can drill down to a level wherein you can take reports for the memory utilization for last couple of months to analyze what is the peak utilization happening. Does the server require more memory to be run? So that's possible.
I think we have one last question. How secure is Zabbix as an agent?
Mr. Shoaib, as I explained before, Zabbix is secure enough, So when it comes to implementing within your organization, as I was talking about, the multiple level of authentications and the multiple level of checks that you have within the system. So it helps us out in having your environment secure. So this is something which is just being put up by the IT admin of that specific organization. You're not going out of your network purview in managing it.
I may add, maybe from the business point of view,
Yeah.
Zabbix is used by many, let's say, organization with a critical security. Let's say, like a nuclear power stations. There are some government, let's say, agencies of, including military government agencies that are using Zabbix, and they're using Zabbix agents as well. Zabbix is, because of the open source, and that makes it much easier. Zabbix is, let's say, constantly reviewed by many customer security, let's say, departments. And we get review reports, let's say, on the regular basis. And most of these reviews, let's say, have no issues with Zabbix whatsoever. However, if anything pops up, then those things are kind of directed to Zabbix team straight away, to the special team that is, let's say, working on the security within Zabbix. And there is kind of a dedicated team on that. But there are a lot of configuration in Zabbix that even if let's say you have a very strict and strong requirements, you are able to limit Zabbix agent, let's say, to be passive and not active, to do the certain things, and to, let's say, to minimize the rights that agent may have to your system. So there are plenty of things that to minimize all the risks in this area.
There's a very nice remark from a gentleman, Robert. Zabbix is a very solid NMS. I've been using it since 2019, version 4.2.5. Thank you, Robert. Thank you for your vote of confidence. We believe in the product. We've been using it for many years now. We've been using it to support our customers across the globe. Appreciate your comment. If there is an opportunity for us to help you to move up to the latest versions, we're more than glad to help.
I think there is another question coming. We are looking for an active HA. Is it possible in the current 5.4, or is it there is in the roadmap? As I mentioned, HA is coming in version 6.0. That HA is, let's say, we still don't really consider it to be a real active. The way it's going to work is that actually, let's say, an active Zabbix server will be, let's say, sending a heartbeat to a database. And let's say a passive Zabbix server will be, let's say, reading those heartbeats. And if in the case, if heartbeat from the active server is not there, then the passive server will actually be established as active automatically. So it will not really require any interaction from the customer side. Of course, as I said, currently HA of the database out of the box in Zabbix is out of the scope of 6.0. However, on the server level, it is expected that servers, Zabbix server, the active one and the passive one, they will be actually working together and will not require any interaction from the engineer side. And it's not only that you may have one active and one passive, you can have one active and two passive, three passive, four passive server as you need and as you wish. And that would be really well balanced. So please stay tuned. I think in 2 months from now, this is where we expect, like say, to 6.0 to come up, and you'll be able to test it.
Thank you, Sergey. There are no other open questions. I'd like to fill in the short gap here by saying this is the first in a series of webinars we've planned for this region. We're very happy with your participation. And please to connect with us to see more upcoming webinars. Shibu, there is one more question that's come in.
That's great.
I can pick up that question. Again, I'm not a technical person, please excuse me, but I see a lot of customer installations, and there are some installations where actually Zabbix proxies are being used in the HA setup. So let's say, I think I can mention, okay, this is one of the biggest French banks. They're using, let's say, 10 proxies for Zabbix server, and each of these proxy is in HA. So basically, if a proxy that is responsible for collecting the data is down right now, then another proxy will kind of pick up the monitoring. Important thing is that proxies, they do have a buffer. So if for any reason, let's say a Zabbix server is down for a second or for a minute, then proxies are able to collect data, to actually structure the data, and as soon as Zabbix server will be available, this data will be provided to the server in no time. Right now, actually, we are working on the acceptance criteria for self-balancing proxies. We cannot confirm that this is going to come in 6.0. Most likely, that's going to be in 6.2. But in this case, you will be able just to tell Zabbix that, okay, I need to get this information, and I don't care whether it's going to be proxy 1 or proxy 2 that will get this information down to the server. And in this case, if proxy 1 is down, then another proxy will do the work, right? And if the load to the proxy 1 is too big, then the proxy 2 can pick up part of its, let's say, load and process it. But at this moment, and for many years, I think starting from version maybe 2.4, so maybe 8 years ago, I've seen quite an amount of installations where proxies were used for, let's say, for redundancy, right? And that is actually a very good practice. Even if you have Zabbix server located in the same data center as your monitored host, it's a very good approach to put a Zabbix proxy in the middle for the performance, for the redundancy, and sometimes even for the security reasons.
Okay, I think we've overrun the webinar by about 20 minutes, but we had a fantastic set of questions coming in from the participants. So I guess it was worth it. If there are no other questions, Svetlana, back to you.
Yeah, thank you, ASPL team, for organizing this event. Also, thank you to all the participants for being with us today. All the presentations and recordings will be available next week at Zabbix webpage, and you will get notified about that. So thank you very much, and see you at next event.
Thank you.